In the morning when I'm driving, I really come alive when I listen to my Ronnie, I listen to my Ronnie Q. They are rare and they are few who can compare with Ronnie Q. So grab a chair, she's coming through. She's on the air, it's time for Ronnie Q. They are rare and they are few who can compare with Ronnie Q. So grab a chair, she's coming through. She's on the air, it's time for Ronnie Q. Ronnie Q. It's time for Ronnie Q. Ronnie Q. It's time for Ronnie in the morning while I'm driving. Ronnie, I really come alive when it's time for Ronnie. I listen to my Ronnie. Ronnie, I listen to my Ronnie. It's time for Ronnie Q. Take a seat and go meet Ronnie. Sweet, 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 sweet Ronnie. No day complete without my Ronnie. She can't be beat. Sweet, sweet Ronnie.
Grand rising to you. Thank you guys for coming. Really real. Thank you for being here. Ashton 1.0, Grand Rising, Between Pages, Grand Rising, Very Carey. Thank you for being here. Good morning to you as well. I'm surprised you made it, Very Carey. If you guys don't know, Very Carey has her own channel. So she did a late night, early morning live. And I'm surprised that she and I are both here. But thank you guys for coming out. Oh, yes. Also, don't forget, announcement. Let me get my church announcements out of the way first. Don't forget that Leo the Lioness is having her charcuterie board competition. It will be on December 14th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There may be a spot for you available if you go to her community wall and go on and find this flyer. Let her know if you want to join, just in case someone drops out. You may have an opportunity to compete for cash prizes. $500 for the first place. Second place is $300. Third place is $200. So you may want to get on the waiting list just in case someone drops out. December 14th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Also, the next day, I will be having my third annual Secret Santa Give Back to the Subscribers giveaway. That is when content creators meet me here on December 15th at 3 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Meet me here on my panel. Come up on the link. The content creators will exchange names with each other, and then they will give the person whose name they chose between $25 and $50. But they will not be able to keep that money. when I get my gift from whoever chose my name, I must turn around and then gift that to one of the subscribers who is in the chat. So it's where we get together, have a little Secret Santa type thing, but the gifts are for the subscribers. So I hope you guys come out and join me. You have to be here to win. So I hope you guys come on out and win a gift from the content creators who you support all year long. Grand Rising TC, good to see you. I'm surprised I got up on time. Yes, December 15th is the Secret Santa. December 14th is the charcuterie board competition. Now, tonight, what is going on tonight? Let me get Jill's Comfort Zones. Jill's Comfort Zone is having for you who, let me see. Jill's Comfort Zone is having a crafting event today. Let me see if I can find. Okay, hold on one second. So Jill's Comfort Zone is having a crafting event today where we're going to go over there, meet her on her channel, and we're going to create a craft, a Christmas craft vase. So I'm going to give you the link to the video where she tells you everything that you need to create this vase. And I hope you guys meet us over on Jill's Comfort Zone. It sounds like it's going to be so much fun. So here is the link to the actual instructional video that tells you what you need to come and meet us over at Jill's, and we're going to create this vase. I'm sorry. I had it and I lost it. Oh my goodness. Here it is. Okay. Okay, here's the link. I apologize. Lord help me. Okay. Hey Jill, how you doing, Jill? Just Andreas. Hi, Andrea. How you doing? Okay, so if you go to this link, Jill tells you everything that you need to create what we're making today. Now, hey, for good and evil, thank you for being here. So I'm gonna show you a picture of what we'll be creating over at Jill's, a simplistic picture. We're going to be creating something like this, a candy cane vase. So you need a vase, you need candy canes, and a ribbon if you choose. Okay, so this is what we're creating. However, if you see that little round thing on the side, you can put some floral. You can also buy some floral foam. You can get that at the Dollar Tree and plug it in the hole, and you can add some artificial flowers, some artificial greenery to yours if you'd like to. This is another example of some greenery you can put in the top, or you can just leave it simple like this. So this is the project at one step. If you want to step it up a little more, some fake florals, more fake florals. You can do it this way. Do it as your heart contents, or you can actually put some real florals in there. Well, those are maybe fake as well, but you can put real or fake florals in there. So we're gonna I'm just showing you something that can get your juices going. You can get all of these supplies at say all of the supplies I think you can buy at Dollar Tree. Also, also, if you don't have a vase at home, it's like if you don't, you can get a vase at Dollar Tree as well. Um, come create with us. It's not a contest. It's a just sit down, crafting and conversation. It is not a contest. If you don't have a vase, you can use an empty can, for example. Okay, so these are all the things that you really need: a vase, some candy, and a glue gun. Go over to the Dollar Tree. You can get all of that stuff there. You can get out of there for under $8 or $10. So come out and create with us. Have some fun. We're not being competitive. We're being supportive of each other creativity. Hey, Grand Rising Choreo lover, thank you guys for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe. So that's tonight on Jill's Comfort Zones page at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, Kimberly Black, how are you? I have live poinsettias all over my home. Beautiful flowers for the holidays. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So I hope to see some of you guys over there. So let me see what's going on. What's going on? Oh, listen. I listened to Stomp Down's live, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, he is so messy." So the boys are fighting. The boys are fighting. This captivating Christian thing versus James. Uh, they have been pulling each other's wig out, pulling each other's hair out. It has been a little quite messy, quite messy. I wouldn't say a little. I say it's been quite messy. And now uh, James is under the impression that somebody has put batteries in captivating Christian's back. So James comes back and says as much. So then we get a post on the community wall from none other than say Sean Bradley. And he's talking about not only Spill It Boy, he's directing it to Jay Wilson too. See, I knew that James was over on Jay Wilson's channel and they were having that conversation about captivating Christian, but I just didn't watch it. I just don't catch a lot or everything that James does. I mean, not James, that Jay Wilson does. But I had planned on going to watch it, but Sean Bradley came out, yo, J Bitch Wilson, or anyone else questioning, did I put a battery in Cap's back? Why would he need a battery to drag raggedy, rotten, treacherous ass bitches? Apparently, y'all hoes felt them reeds and drags he gave y'all, or else y'all wouldn't be crying now. P.S. If I felt you or James needed to be dragged, I would do it just like all of the other times I've done it. Thank God I've moved on from petty bitches behind keyboards. You bitch, you. The world is waiting. Trains, what is that? Planes, trains, and automobiles. So it looks like the boys are about to, everybody is about to rumble. So that's what Sean Bradley had to say about the batteries in the back comment. So it seems like when they said somebody put batteries in Cap's back, that Sean Bradley said thought that they were alluding to him. So he came in and he said what he had to say about the situation. Now, what do you guys think about the situation? Will they get over it? I didn't even know that there was a problem between Cap and James. But James was in here the other day and he said, I think he said, I can't remember. Grand Rising, Bernice, good to see you. I can't remember. I think he said that Cap was popping off at him. So Messi stomped down. He was over there. I wouldn't say. Hold on a second. My goodness. I wouldn't say that. I could see this blowing over. Hey, Abuse of You, what's going on? Liked and shared. Thank you, viewers of you. So, let me see what else. So, what do you guys think about the boys fighting? Nothing. What else went on yesterday? Huh? Nothing. I don't recall. I don't recall anything else going on yesterday. Hmm. Oh, I hope you feel better, viewers of you. I hope you don't. I hope you don't. Come down with anything that's worse. I hope it blows over. So I really don't have all that much to talk. Let me see. Wait a minute. Maybe I do. So, have you guys heard about? Have you guys heard about this? Hold on. Where's my picture? Have you guys heard about this? Hey, Miss Toby. Have you guys heard about this? No answers. Do you know what that is? Oh, Miss Toby said yes. So it seems like Donald Trump Jr. Uh, has been, yes, you've heard about it, has been creeping out on his fiance Kimberly Guilfoyle. Remember, she used to have a show on Fox News, the brunette on the left of your screen. She used to have a show on Fox News, and now he has skipped out on her for this socialite, West Palm Beach socialite. So they haven't announced it publicly, but he has been seen out holding hands and what is that? Canoodling with her and giving her kisses in restaurants and all of this stuff. It's Sagittarius season. Okay, so he's been seen canoodling with her out in public and all of this. So they haven't made, because they are technically engaged as if they were about to get married. He left his wife for her. So, and in between his wife, he was allegedly screwing Aubrey from that, what was that girls group that Puffy had? Danny DeCane as well. So now it seems like they Donald Trump helped make it official. He has nominated her as the ambassador to Greece. And making the band. Yeah, Danny DeCane from making the band. Uh-huh. So he has given Kimberly Guilfoyle a he's nominated her for the ambassador to Greece. So I was like, well, at least he didn't give her no hellhole, you know. So we the United States the United States taxpayer are going to have to pay for his chick that he left hanging. So it seems like we're on the bill. Yes, just shipping her off. It seems like we are on the bill for uh, put my hand in my pocket and rub my gums. Put my hand in my pocket and rub my gums because I can't keep my dick in my pants. Ex woman, ex fiance. So what else? Oh, I want you to listen to this. It seems like we should have seen this coming, but I didn't see this interview. Let me. Okay, let me share this with you. But I think we would have saw this coming had we seen this video. Let me make sure. Let me make sure I don't have it on too quickly. So this was what he was saying a couple of weeks ago. He was on a podcast, and this is some of the things that he was saying. Let's hear. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. Hold on. I thought I had put it on normal. Okay, here we go. So he did a podcast, and I'm using this as copyright under the Fair Use Act. And he did a podcast, and this is what he had to say. Okay, here we go. Now this is not looped. This is not looped or anything. You see his big old cap teeth, his sweaty red face, and eyes all closed, and they are asking him would his father give her a position, and that's what he had to say. He's saying as president, don't tell her I get some rest. Okay, so this is not, none of this is repeated. This is how many times he said this. Okay. Oh, so we didn't see it coming, huh? I think she may have seen it coming. I think she saw that coming. How could she not? Did you guys hear that? You can't hear anything? Did you guys hear that? You guys didn't hear the video. Nobody, I see two people say they didn't hear it, but did anybody hear the video? Okay. It couldn't be heard. No. Between pages, April. No. Hey, Liz. I don't know what the fuck happened. Let me see. I'm sitting up here thinking you guys heard this dang on video. Let me. Oh my God. StreamYard. I don't know if it's tripping or what. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Here we go. I am so sorry. Okay, let me double check. Okay, it's on the screen. So Donald Jr. Did a podcast, and this is what he was saying about the choices that Donald Sr. was making for different appointees for his cabinet. So they asked him, would his wife, the former Fox News, his fiance, the former Fox News woman, be up for any type of awards? I mean, appointments. And so this is what his answer was.
Said about his fiance.
But Kimberly for press secretary, perfect. You know what? That'd be great. She can do like 6 days a week in Washington, D.C. I get peace and quiet. Everyone wins. Don't tell her I said that. That would be trouble. Cash for AG, Kim for press secretary. Yeah, listen, I think Kim for press secretary is a great idea. Okay, I think, she moves up to DC. I get like 4 years of peace and quiet. Like I said, everyone wins. Everyone wins. But
my parents had no mortgage, so they thought they needed no insurance. We could have never.
Kimberly is not too wishy-washy. Yeah, that's that. If there's one thing Kimberly is not, it's that. So Don Jr. sleeping on the couch tonight. Fact check, true. But hey, listen, sometimes you sleep on the couch and it's just worth it because it's just worth it. So yeah, if Kim is watching, I'm probably in trouble. If you guys know her, you're probably texting her right now. Hopefully she's not watching. Kim has a great voice. Yeah, Kim's an animal. Like she'd be good at that. She's, like I said, I think she'd do a great job at the job. I get peace and quiet. Everyone wins. You think she's tough? You think I don't have to put up with that shit? Like, I do. That doesn't just turn off, when, you're not on a show or you're not on TV. Kim is a gem. Look at you guys kissing ass. Now you're trying to make me look bad. We can make Kim AG. She's a lawyer. She's an undefeated prosecutor. Again, and I still win because she's in DC for 4 years. Come on. Weekends will be great. It's fine.
It just, and they're back to.
Okay, I'm gonna drop the link for you guys. This is, what is his name? Luke. This was on, what is his name? His name is Luke Beasley Show. So I'll drop the link. So this is what he was saying about his fiance a couple of weeks ago. So I think there must have been trouble in paradise already. Ronnie Q, I just posted a picture to the picture and the link to the site. I found the candy cane centerpieces on my community wall. Okay, Choreo lover. I mean, I'm looking at Choreo lover. Okay, Jill's comfort zone. Don Jr. has a small hands. Yuck. Nepotism. Yeah, but he has a Liz, he has a new woman that he's canoodling with, taking around town. So it seems like that situation or that engagement might be off. And um he has been seen, at many of these little West Palm Beach eateries. They say she's an influencer. That's what she does for a living. She says she's just like a housewife, except she doesn't clean her house, have kids, or have a husband. So she's a West Palm Beach influencer. So that's what he's doing now. So I was wondering if you guys heard of that. Okay, so what do you guys, anything that you guys have on your mind? Because actually, I don't have much on my mind to talk about today. Yeah, hmm, let me see. Let me see. Yeah, I just don't have a lot to talk about today. So you guys have no comments for me to bounce off of. So I guess I'm gonna just call it a morning then, because I don't have much to say, and don't seem like you never talk about my dogs. I was talking about my dogs last night. Um, I was I was telling everyone how. Let me see. Let me see. Saucy says, you guys know Rascal. Everybody knows Rascal. That's Saucy, the white dog. She weighs about 10 pounds, and I had these little tiny. We were talking about the candy canes, and I said the candy cane vase. We're crafting tonight, Liz, over at Jill's Comfort Zone, and we're making these candy cane vases. And I was trying to think of a way where if we didn't use hot glue, because some hot glue is real hot. And I was saying that maybe we can use rubber bands to hold them up. This is one example of a mason jar. If you don't have a jar, if you don't have a vase, you can use a mason jar. And this other example is you can use a tin can, because it's all going to be covered entirely. So don't have an excuse not to join us. You just need the candy canes and the ribbon. If you want to go up a step, you can use some fake greenery in the center. Get a floral foam and use some fake greenery in the inside. So it's going to be a craft project. So I was like, you could get a hot glue that doesn't burn real hot, and maybe that won't burn the. I'm trying to find a way where I won't ruin my candy cane sticks with the hot glue, or we can use double side tape if you want to, because it's not going to be seen. None of it's going to be seen. As I said, I think I'm going to use the double side tape, because I don't want the paper to ruin my candy canes, because I'm going to eat my candy canes. And they was like, girl, you going to eat all that candy? I said, eventually I'm going to eat it all. And then I told the story about how Saucy, I had these little tiny Tootsie Pop suckers. And they're real tiny, like the little tiny suckers that they have out for you at the bank, the little tiny ones, about an inch wide. And I was talking about how I had 3 on the table, and then the next thing I looked, Saucy was walking around with a lollipop hanging out of her mouth like a whole human, and it took me forever to get that lollipop from her. And my husband saw her walking around. He said, "Is that dog walking around with a lollipop in her mouth? She act like she a little kid or something." I was like, "Yeah, she's walking around with the lollipop." So then shit, I just went on and let her crunch it down and eat it, and she came over there like it was some more, like I really had a treat for her. So that was the last little story I had. Okay, who will be down for a couple of days? Oh, you're taking him to the dentist, and he must be getting some major work done. He's going to be down for a couple of days. Yeah, that's the last thing that I had to. You never hear a Saucy? I know, because Rascal is so rambunctious. He always be interrupting and making Saucy. Hey, boo boo. Ruff, 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 ruff. She's quiet. She's not gonna growl or anything like him. All she's gonna do is lick your face. All she wanna do is lick your face and give you kisses. Ain't that right, boo boo? Ain't that right, boo boo? So, yeah, I was going to. Somebody asked me also, was I gonna do anything for the dogs over Christmas? And I was like, I had considered. Making them 2 new jackets, and my crafting stuff is still in the garage. I'm taking my stuff out of the garage because I need to get. I'm going to do some craft shows coming up. I definitely want to be ready for Mother's Day, and I've been checking out a couple of craft shows so I can have my stuff ready for Mother's Day, but I'm going to try to push myself to have some Valentine's Day crafts together. So I've scoped out a couple of craft events that are coming up, where you go and you set up your booth and all of that. So I'm thinking of some things for Valentine's Day and also Mother's Day. So that's what I'm doing. So I had a whole lot of bomber jackets already cut out for the dogs, and I used to sell those as well. And I never made one for Saucy and Rascal. So I was thinking about, I have a whole lot. I have extra small to large already cut out. Some of their bomber back, like Letterman jackets. They zip up the front. They have some of them I put leather sleeves on. They have the wristbands with the with the elastic in the wristband, and I just haven't made theirs up. So I said, well, instead of going in the garage to find the ones you already have cut out, I have about 15 in all of the different sizes already cut out. I said, well, just get another pattern and use the fabric you got in the house to do it. But when I went to purchase the pattern, the pattern is they don't create that pattern anymore. I'm like, where is the doggy bomber jacket pattern? So I cannot find the pattern anyway. So I'm going to have to go through my boxes and find my pattern and just get my pieces. So I don't think it's going to be done by Christmas. It may or may not be done by Christmas. So yeah, they bomber jackets, or actual and you know how the around the wrist it has the knit not knit the stretchy fabric around, hold on, the wrist and around the wrist, around the neck, the collar line, and around the waist. Yeah, it actually has all of that, and it has a zipper that zips up front and a snap that snaps under their chin. And yeah, so I said, it's good weather for that. Some of them, well, I try to make all of them with the leather sleeves, like the Letterman jackets. I haven't made one leather all over, but I put different colored leather sleeves that coordinates the lining. They're fully lined, and I have like real flashy lining on the inside, so they're really cute. Uh, I wish I had one. I wish I had one to show you guys. I'll show you guys when I make them. I'd buy a bomber jacket for Sophie. They're really adorable. I had this leather. Uh, I had this leather. It was like it had a whole lot of jewel tones in it, turquoise, uh, a little purple. Um, a little green, and it just all blended together. It almost like tie-dye color, but not with the tie-dye shape. And I put that on the sleeves of several that I sold. And people, I always try to get something unique, so the leathers were like unique colors on the sleeves and things like that. Yeah, but that's one thing that I have been thinking about working. And I like sewing a lot better than I do crocheting, even though I like my the sweaters that I have for them. But I really like sewing better than crocheting because it takes less time. So um, let me see. I know everybody probably have seen. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hold on one second. I keep every time I keep on saying I'm going to clean out this computer. I really need to. Well, I can't find it. Nope, I can't find it. So, what are you guys doing for Christmas? Is anybody going out of town for Christmas? What are you guys doing? I know it seems like Choreo Lover is having people come in for Christmas. Again, that sounds good. Choreo Lover, your guest bed must be a little too comfy. Because she had guests came in for Thanksgiving, and she's like, "Oh, I finally got the house back to myself. Ooh, that seemed like a long visit." There you go, Miss Toby. Hey, TH, Grand Rising to you as well. Staying in for Christmas, but going to an early dinner for New Year's. That sounds good. Now, would the contractors be back in your house before Christmas, or you got a break in between, uh, Liz? I know. I remember the other day you was like, finally, a day with no contractors in the house. So, is that gonna go all the way through Christmas or no? Oh, because I know it is such uh the dust, the everything that goes on with that. I imagine it would be good if you didn't have to deal with that. Miss Toby, I dropped the link. Hold on, let me see. Miss Toby is up here. Hey, Miss Toby.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, good morning. So how do I order the bomber jackets, please?
Well, you can't order the dang on bomber jacket because I can't find they don't sell the pattern anymore. You know, I bought that pattern maybe in the 90s sometime. And they are so adorable. And I have been looking, I've been on Etsy's where they sell the vintage patterns and everything. I cannot find the pattern. And shit. I'm gonna go out there. I guess I'm gonna have to,
Oh, okay.
and I can tell you what color. I have about 15 of them
I was
already
about to order
cut out.
two.
Yeah, but I got all sizes cut out too. So I'm gonna have to go out there, and then I'll tell you what I can't even remember what fabric, but I know if they're cut out, I have the fabric and the lining for the fabric. I already have everything cut out. So now I have to figure out a price.
You keep going in and out, Ronnie. Okay,
That's
I hear you
you.
now.
That's you. That's you clucking around on your phone.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Are you
Okay.
Right, Ronnie Q, you wrong for that. What? You told us about the bomber jackets, but can't make them. I can make them if I go in the garage. See, I'm gonna have to go in the garage and find. Well, I don't have to find them. I know where they are,
Right.
and
That's when I
unpack my
ordered
craft
you.
boxes. Huh? What you said, Miss Toby?
I know. I came up here to order two, and she's telling me no.
Well, I can't tell you what two I have for you, but yeah, you're gonna order two, Miss Toby. But I think your dogs probably you see you ain't even measured your dogs the length of their back yet. For the when you said you wanted to order some sweaters, you have to give me the measurement of their back from the neck to right above their tail. So I know which size to make you, so I don't make it too big, and then you go on a tizzy fit and do a live burning it up for like I would give a fuck. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, that's all I need. The length from their collar to right above their tail. Because your dogs look kind of big to me.
Okay, I can measure them.
They look bigger than Rascal. And Rascal, he wears, yeah, they look so much taller than Rascal. Like their body is long.
Oh yeah, they're definitely bigger than Rascal. They're not big. They're like medium size. And Charm is really, really small.
But
yeah.
But Rascal, he's medium size. So I'm thinking that they would take a large, but I don't know. They may look longer than they really are. It just seems like maybe their legs are taller. Maybe that's what it is. Can you hear
me? Yeah, they're like medium size, and I hear you.
Oh, okay. So
I can hear you, Ronnie Q. You can't hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. So yeah, you was quiet. So I'll go check it. I'll go find them. I go in there and find them, and I'll tell you what I have available. Oh, I can take some pictures and send you the different colors that I have available.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have this pretty
and you know how the weather is here, so it's
they need
cold.
It.
It's cold here now. It's getting cold. It's getting cold. Yeah, it's getting cold here.
They I have this
so yeah.
Yeah, so I'll send you. I'll definitely send you the colors and stuff that I have available, and we'll make this work. And since they're black and white, I have this new black. It's like is it? No, it's not patent leather. It's but it got a crocodile imprint in the leather. So that would be nice for the sleeves because I make the sleeves leather.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it has a embossed
okay.
cross
So yeah, so
on
okay.
it.
I was ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah. So
That
yeah,
sounds
I think
pretty,
that,
Ronnie K.
and I think that would be good for your dogs too, because they're black and white.
Yeah, oh yeah, that would be yes, that would be pretty and stuff. Yeah, I was like, let me hurry up and rush up here before she leave because I was trying to catch you so I could put my order in.
And I had well, my first dog, my Shih Tzu. Like, girl, that tells you how long I've been making these little jackets. When I had my first Shih Tzu, I put hers had the colorful sleeves, and I had some chartreuse green rabbit fur, and you know how the neckline of the bomber jacket is that stretch fabric, so instead of putting that, I put the chartreuse rabbit fur around her neck collar. And girl,
Hmm.
I was in my room somewhere doing somewhere away from her, and then I saw her she had her coat in her mouth, and she was just fighting with the coat, fighting with the coat. She had chewed that rabbit skin up on that neck of that coat because I was like, oh, I didn't realize that she feels like that's an animal and stuff. So she tore that fucking neckline up. I was so through, and that coat was so cute, but she ate that coat up. She ate all the fur up.
She
She was
ate it up,
fighting.
huh?
Yeah, she was fighting with the coat. I said, "Oh, I can't do no fur on the coats because they's like this isn't an opponent. I can't put no fur on the coat, so I'm just sticking to regular fabrics. So
Okay, yeah. So just
together and we'll make that work. So what else
okay,
is
thank you.
did
I
I miss
don't know if you,
anything?
I put in the chat that Reed finally said who Pookie was.
Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, connect dots. Yeah, I don't,
Yeah.
I was supposed to interview Pookie. I didn't even know who she was. So I remember Pizarro used to be always asking about where's my friend Connect Dots. I haven't seen Connect Dots every so often. She'll be talking about how she missed Connect Dots. So I don't I don't know. You know, uh, I don't know. So what do you think about all of that?
Well, yeah, I'm just saying if I don't know if you watched Reed or not, but I did. My nosy but did watch her live yesterday, and I thought it was a good live.
Yeah, I saw that Connect the Dot live. Uh,
Yeah.
you know, I don't understand. Reed don't Reed acts like now, why I don't even understand why she's mad at Bree because like I said before she went away, Bree used to drop down in her chat and she would say, "Hey Bree boo, hey boo," and I'm like, well, when and why did Reed and Bree fall out? I don't understand when any of that happened.
Oh, I had no idea. I
Yeah,
had no
so
idea.
yeah, so I guess
I have no
she's
idea. Ronnie
is
Q, read the back chat. Read the back chat. Ronnie
I
Q,
guess she's
read the back chat.
oh Dodo. So I guess since Demas O is mad, Reed is mad. Cause did you see what Demas O was over there writing that day when Reed went back? What was it? Reed went live and she was telling Demas O she ought to tell everything, trying to get Demas O psyched up to say, she said, Demas O, you can drop one receipt and you can end all of this. You can, and if you don't do it, I'm gonna do it. So what happened to if you gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And Demas then somebody went over to Reed and said, Pizarro said come by. And she's like, fuck that bitch. She should have thought about that before she started taking up for that sea monster or something she was calling.
No, she said before she start taking up for that miserable bitch.
Miserable bitch. Yeah. The sea monster was in.
So so I guess she was referring to Bree. I guess Bree
Right.
is the miserable bitch.
Uh-huh. But she called her
So I guess,
Pizarro a bitch
so
too.
I guess
She called
what you
Pizarro
say,
a
Ronnie
bitch
Q?
too. She called Pizarro a bitch too because she said, "Fuck that bitch." She should have thought of that before she started taking up for that miserable bitch. And I was like, oh, so this shit is real between them.
Well, maybe now she's finally telling who's they is and they are and all that other part. So finally, I guess she's finally coming out with how she really feels about Brie. But isn't it kind of funny because weren't they somewhat calling the I don't know. Let me hush.
The click, yeah.
No, I ain't gonna hush. I mean, wasn't that like the premise? Like we were somewhat lying about it.
Lying about what?
About how she probably really feels about Brie, but you know what I'm saying? When people were telling her, we were like somewhat lying about it. I'm saying TMO is finally coming out saying how she really feels about her, about how she really feels about Brie.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
they did say Team SO never liked Brie. Well, I mean, but they had fallen out even before this. So I don't know. But it just doesn't make any sense that now they see the same thing that happened. I don't know if you were in here yesterday when I talked about it. They see the same thing that happened with having her in their little friend group. And so there's no apologies that comes back for all the stuff that was said about Yaya. And but see, the stuff was made up about Yaya. I bet this happened. And then just because you put a theory out, then you're going on the theory as if it is real. Brie put a theory out about Yaya, and she went with that theory as if it was real. They were promised receipts then, and then Pizarro said you don't have to give no receipts because they're not giving none. But they didn't say anything happened. She said something happened, but now that it's Pizarro, she's asking for receipts. See, none of this makes sense, and they did all of that. Got all mad. I forget if Bree dropped mods or not behind this. I can't remember, but all of this to say absolutely nothing and no receipts, but then to act like the Miss O was believable when it came to King Roman news, but now we're not to believe the Miss O. That's the same thing that King Roman News crew was telling you, that she is full of it. But now she can only be full of it when it comes to what she's saying about you and your shit. It's bullshit. And you'll never get the understanding from you never get them to understand, oh, I made King Roman News crew an apology. Duh. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I don't think that's ever going to happen. That's not never going to happen, Ronnie Q.
Yeah,
That's never going to happen. But it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. So
yeah, so just like so that's all that really happened yesterday. Go ahead, finish what you were saying. Go ahead, finish what you were saying. I'm sorry.
That's all
I think I have a delay, Ronnie Q. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think you have a delay as well.
I mean, Reed went live. Lemon went live last night. I was a little bit in the bushes. Him and ZX were going back and forth and stuff like that.
Was it behind?
People were talking about, making.
I hope they wasn't going back and forth behind that lady who passed.
No, they were just, the same old, just fussing back and forth with each other. It didn't have anything to do with, I don't think, when I got there, it didn't have anything to do with the lady that had passed. But, people were trying to make content about that. And I was like, no, just let's leave that alone. I just,
Mm-mm.
pray for her family and pray for her soul. That's all I could do.
Yeah, because I didn't know her. I
Yeah,
don't have.
but they were
Yeah,
they were going back and forth. Dragons was acting. Yeah, Dragons was acting crazy a little bit last night in Lemon's chat because she was blocking people and timing people out and stuff. And she said she was doing it because I think she was doing it because she said they were talking about Lemon, but in all actuality, I think they were like, messing with her, and I think she couldn't handle it, so she was timing them out or banning them from the channel and stuff. So Lady Nika had to go up there and tell her, like, you can't do that. Like, no, just because y'all having a disagreement, you timing people out, they didn't even really say nothing about Lemon or whatever. So it was a mess. It was just a mess over there last night, y'all. I woke up in the middle of the night, but then I went back to sleep because I can't take it sometimes over there because it was just too much yelling and fussing and stuff. I don't know if it was TG or LG, whichever one it was. She was fussing,
oh,
and then her and Dragons got into it, and they was going back and forth. Then it was a new
so,
character that they brought on the platform. The girl named Sunny. I don't know what sector she's from. The young
oh,
lady.
she was. That's
Some girl named Sunny.
the night before last. She was on there as well, and she was yelling and screaming at and fighting. What was that other? Oh, this other chick who overtalked. She's from another sector. I had her name. Somebody gave me her name yesterday. She just overtalked and she talk. She's another talker like Dragons, and they were going back and forth. And I was just like, oh my God, she's from the black sector or the black tea sector or somewhere she's from. I forget her name, but anyway, so I do believe that. I do believe
Yeah,
it. And
yeah,
that
she's
Sunny
young.
chick.
It was like she was like,
But you know who that
who
is,
is
right?
she? I seen her once before, right?
Yeah, and that's why I was like, I
The
seen
Sunny
her
chick.
before.
Is that the? See, I
Yes,
don't.
that's the chick who was used to be a stripper. Was in a car wreck, and she lost both her legs and the use of one of her arms. She come from that Atlanta guy who used to interview the homeless people,
Um,
and that's supposed to be Kiki Ken's
oh, well now
girlfriend.
I get. Okay, okay. Now wait a minute. Now I get it. Now that you said that because last night her and Lemon were talking, and they're going to do. I guess after New Year's, they're going to do a challenge, like a 30-day challenge of not drinking. So they're both going to
Yeah.
do that together, and I guess they're going to be each other's accountability coach. I guess I'm not quite sure,
Oh,
but I guess
well, that's
that's
good
the situation.
because
And then last night, then last, then last night,
that's
Lemon
good.
was like, "Well, I."
Now
But
the
then
other
last night,
lady,
Lemon was like, "Well,
the
go
other
ahead."
lady I'm talking about, her name is Lakendra. I don't know if you know Lakendra. Oh my God, she is like a uppity talker. So you can imagine her and that lady with from the what did you say her name from Atlanta Street News? Ken's girlfriend. What was her name again?
Sunny,
Sunny.
Sunny.
Oh, girl, it was a mess. You gonna figure out who Lakendra is because she's been hitting links over here. Good morning, everyone. So they're gonna be account because I questioned that her getting that drunk with not having her limbs and stuff. I can understand she's depressed, but alcohol depresses you more. So that's good. I'm glad to hear that. What else? Finish saying what you were going to say about it. They're going to be
So yeah,
accountability.
and so then Lemon. Yeah, so Lemon was just saying like, I really like Sunny and stuff. she has a story to tell. And then more or less he was like, won't you tell the story to the people that's in the chat? And I think it was like over 500 people. And I could tell the girl was uncomfortable because I feel like some people in the sector don't know her story. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, I'm uncomfortable and stuff, right? So Ken stop y'all, girl. My cat and dog about to fight. So Ken did get on a panel and said, I don't think she wants to talk about this right now, you know, her story and stuff. Because I could tell she was getting a little bit upset about it. Like she didn't want to. And truthfully, I don't think Lemon's Chat is the right place to tell your story like that, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think I heard her story. I can't remember on whose channel it was that I heard her story. No, it was on her own channel. They introduced her on someone else's channel, and then they dropped her channel link. And I went over there because she was in her room and she was in her wheelchair, and she is she is a cute girl. And I know it takes a lot to put herself together, and she only got one hand. And she was talking and she was telling her own story, and that's how I heard her story. It was on her own channel, and I think that's better than especially if Dragons and LaKendra was still on the channel, or LG or TG was still up there. Imagine them asking crazy questions and all the sound effects and all that stuff, because it was a deep story, you know. And so her kids were in the background.
Because I didn't know if she was reading.
You didn't know she was.
I didn't know she was reading the chat. I don't know if she was reading in the chat, but Lady Nika did put in the chat, like, no, go to your own channel and tell the story and have the people come to your channel, which is right. I agree. And I mean, I don't know. I just think Lemon Channel wasn't the right platform, because you know how that chat is. That chat could be brutal.
Yeah, I agree. She should go to her own channel. That should have said, well, drop her link. Because she was I remember, I think I saw 2 of her videos, and I think one of the videos she was saying, "Oh, you making mommy something to eat? Yeah, I want some. I want some hot dogs." And I thought that her kids were really cooking. And then she said, "No, they just I wasn't talking to her because it wasn't a live show." And she said, "No, they just cooking on their fake kitchen stuff." So she has some kids. I don't know how many. If I'm not wrong, she had to move back in with her parents, and she lives in the basement of her parents' house. So it's a real tragic tale about being drunk and driving. So that's all I can say. How in the world? Well, she found Lemon's channel because they're saying that's Kiki Ken's, that's his girlfriend, talking about that's his woman. And people are like, that's his girlfriend. Is he still married? I remember the first time whoever's channel we first was introduced to her at, he came up there like an old slick, slithering snake, licking his lips and stuff at her, and talking like that. Hey girl, what's going on? No, it's his girlfriend. They're saying that's his girlfriend. That's my
Ken better stop playing it. Ken better stop playing these games saying these women on this internet is his girlfriend and he still got a wife.
I know, and people in the chat was like, he got divorced. And it's like, no, he's still married. Oh, my child. Yes, Ken Nola. So I don't know.
They did drop her link in Linda's chat last night. So maybe people went over there and they subbed to her channel and stuff. But I could tell that she just wasn't in the mood, or more or less maybe she might have been uncomfortable because it was like almost 600 people in the chat. So no, I mean, no. And I'm glad that Ken did come up there and say, no, she don't need to tell her story right now. And Lemon did somewhat apologize. I said, oh, okay. But yeah, so Lemon says that he's going to stop, drinking the first of the year for 30 days. So hopefully he will succeed in that,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good luck to him and her as well. Uh, you know, you can't do nothing but support. You can't do nothing but support that.
Yeah, but if the young lady still has a drinking problem, I hope and wish that she would try to get some kind of help.
I do too because her body has been through a lot, and
Hmm.
it's probably still going through a lot. So I just think that it would be wise if she would do that.
And
I hope she does.
yeah, and get some type of therapy because I can't even imagine.
Look at Choreo Lover said 30 days and laughing. Don't poo
Oh,
poo on no 30 days. Choreo like 30 days. Hey
oh,
everyone who's
I mean,
down
I
there.
admit, let me get on my nerves sometimes, but I hope that he could do it. Well, one day at a time, Lemon, if you decide to do it. But I don't know why he's waiting for the first of the year.
I guess he want to get over New Year's. You know how everybody think that I
Yeah, well,
gotta
maybe,
have food on
yeah,
New
or
Year's.
maybe the holidays could be a little bit rough for him. I don't know if this is the first holidays without his brother or not. So you know how it is. People deal with grief differently. So I can't I can't get drag him about that. So maybe that's why he's
Right.
doing that. I don't know if this is the first holiday without his brother. So like I said, people handle grief differently. So I can't judge that.
Now, T. Danielle has a good point that he needs to detox first because, uh, you know, and Pam think this is his New Year's resolution. Hello, Bird, Queen Tulsa. Now, because sometimes the people who do you think that he drinks enough where he could be in danger without detoxing?
It's a
Think,
possibility.
do all
Have you ever
alcohol?
seen his hands?
His hands are all
Huh?
swollen. Hold on, Miss Toby. Do
Huh?
all alcohol? Hold on, I'm asking my
Yeah,
husband
that's
something. Do all alcoholics have to go through detox if they so alcoholic their hands are all puffy and shit, or can they just stop cold turkey?
They can't stop cold turkey. They got to go on a cow's protocol.
Under what?
A cow's protocol.
No, my husband says that they can't. It's not. They can't do it. They have to go under cows.
Yeah, it's cow's protocol.
Cows protocol. What do you? How do you spell that?
COWS, cows.
Cows.
But it's an acronym for the medicine.
you could get sick.
Yeah, it's a. You can die. You can die.
Yeah, you could.
Not
Yeah, you
get
could
sick.
die. You could get sick. You could get sick too. Just like a drug addict. You know what I'm saying? When they try to kick that habit too.
They put
What
them
your
in
husband say?
what's called a cow's protocol.
He said they put him in what's called a cows COWS protocol. Mad cow. This is crazy. He gonna be under. He gonna be a mad cow, but he'll get through it.
I mean, because I don't know, like, I don't know. I've never seen. Well, that was the first time we ever really seen Lemon's hands. So I don't know. If
Yeah, I
his
seen
hands
his
always been
hand.
that big?
He
Yeah.
said that whatever he's drinking has too much. He's drinking Taylor port.
Yeah, he got too much yeast in it.
That's a cheap ass dinner wine, dessert wine or something.
It got too much yeast in it. That's why his hands are swollen.
Yeah. So he's saying that any of that cheap liquor. So he says that's yeast that got him full. So he's full of yeast. So
Mhm.
that's what my husband's saying. Alcohol withdrawal and alcohol is almost the same. How is almost the same? You think? That's Leah saying that. So
No, that's T. T said that. T, is that your cat in the picture? She said she meant opiate.
oh, she
She
meant
meant
opiate. Okay.
Yes, it's
Yeah, she meant opiate.
Yeah.
That's what she meant.
opiates and alcohol is the same protocol.
he said it's the same protocol. It coming off of that is the same.
It's the same. It's alcohol.
Hell yeah.
In the same treatment, except for they don't get. Like,
Shoot, I had your husband is correct, Ronnie Q. I had clients in the past that died from withdrawals.
He said the only difference is they don't get Suboxone and what? Methadone.
Methadone and Suboxone. But see, now, I mean, I don't know how it is where y'all at, but down here now, they don't even use the methadone as much. They more or less substitute the Suboxone here versus the methadone. But still, some of the people, they get addicted to the Suboxone. So now they're addicted to the Suboxone too. Yeah.
And they're
addicted
they
to
be hanging out.
Yeah.
They be hanging out at the place where they get their treatment from, just like and a lot of people don't
at the clinic,
the clinics in their their neighborhoods and stuff, because they say that these people be out there trying, it just make, I don't know, but
people don't be doing nothing.
Because most of our clinics here are in the hood, which is crazy, because you know what I'm saying, most of our clinics here are in the hood, which is crazy because you can literally go right around the corner and buy some dope.
And that's why they're
like in the hood.
But that's why they're in the hood, because a lot of other neighborhoods don't want them in their neighborhood. So you putting the clinic in the hood, shoot, they can go, like you say, they can go cop the real thing. So I was reading this article about this town that didn't want the clinic there anymore, and they were they complaining about you seeing people who look down on their luck, but motherfuckers, it's people down on their luck everywhere. So at least they are going to get some type of.
But the surprising thing is, it's a lot of people in the suburbs now that are addicted to opiates because they got addicted to prescribed medications. You know what I'm saying? And then they out there copping for heroin. So I don't even know why they're talking about that. It's a lot of people in the suburbs using now. It's a lot of kids with blonde hair and blue eyes now that's using. But that's why they changed the narrative now, that they kicking, everybody needs treatment, versus where it was us. They wanted to lock us up.
And it's a lot of people who are just successfully using on their pills because they can get access to them. So you won't find out until they keel over.
Drug addiction comes in every profession. You'd be surprised. You have doctors, you have lawyers. You know what I'm saying? You have CEOs,
judges, CEOs,
judges. Yeah. So,
so you really, presidents, sons.
Oh Lord Jesus, Ronnie, you can't help it, girl. Girl, let me tell you something, Ronnie Q. Yes, I was really surprised.
Well, wait a minute, wasn't Biden's son a crackhead?
I don't know. I don't know what his drug of choice. I don't know if crack was his drug of choice.
It was crack.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So I'm not being.
I didn't know that crack.
So shit.
Oh, see, I didn't know that crack was his drug of choice. I just assumed that maybe it might have been like cocaine, because I just assumed, but I can't. Let me stop making assumptions. I didn't know that it was crack. Damn, it was crack.
It was crack.
Damn.
I know, Liz Livos. I talked about that. Yeah, so and we saw that. Did you see that picture that that little video that I did when they were at the space launch with Elon Musk, and Donald Jr. Put his hands in his pocket and then took it out and rubbed his gums?
What?
You didn't see that? Girl, I don't even know where girl,
when you find it,
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, girl, send it to me when you find it. What?
Yeah, yes, girl. He put his hand in his pocket, and then they let you see it several times, and took it out and went in his mouth and rubbed his gums and put his tongue up there, like like you see when they doing what they doing. So hold on. I think T Danielle is in the back.
Oh, did I call her T Daniels? I didn't mean to call you T. Danielle. I'm sorry.
T. Danielle, is that you? Now I hear doorbells and everything, except for her talking.
I heard the doorbell. Maybe she went to go answer the door.
Okay, so we're gonna keep on talking until girl, I gotta find out. Hey, Mike Lewis, how you doing? Blatant. Yes, it was blatant. I think a lot of people saw it because I showed it the other day. Girl, he a whole mess.
Girl, I'm still shocked that the guy that allegedly unalived the CEO, he from here. I said, damn.
Girl, did you see all the assets that they have?
Yeah, I told you the other day when I was in your chat that they're a wealthy family. They're a wealthy, well-known wealthy family here, more or less like in real estate business and stuff. They own a couple country clubs, and I know they own a couple nursing facilities too. So so they're well known here as with money.
They own those big, huge. I was talking about those nursing homes the other day. They own those big, huge nursing home for the rich. They own 9 of them in the Maryland area.
Oh, she in the chat now. T. Danielle, she in the chat now.
What is she? Oh, she dropped off. Okay, Ronnie Q. We couldn't hear you, T. Danielle. I had you up there, but we couldn't hear you. Have you watched the movie Apprentice? It gives a lot of insight into a lot of things. I heard that that was. I haven't seen it. What channel? I did want to watch it because I heard that is from the viewpoint of the ghostwriter of Donald Trump. So I know I haven't seen it, and I do want to see it because that's why. Hey, kind to me. That's why they are coming out with the movie, because it's from his perspective of Donald Trump. So I hear that it is kind of good. Oh, you weren't in your office. Okay. So have you heard about that movie? I want to know. Fire Stick it. Okay. I don't have a Fire Stick. Is it on Netflix or Amazon
just Google it and see what streaming services is on Ronnie Q. You might be able to do that Google and see where it's available at.
Yeah.
T. Danielle, is that your cat in the picture? Because if so, that's how my cat looks. I have a tabby. My cat looks just like that. I have a tabby with green eyes.
Let me see. Let me see if this is. Let me see if I can find this. You know what, Miss Toby? That the tabby, that's the one that's orange and white and stuff. That's orange and black, right?
No, my tabby is gray with stripes.
Okay. I don't like the orange. I don't like an orange cat at all. I do not like those orange cats.
My cat looks just like the picture that T. Danielle has. That's how it looks exactly like that. Looks exactly like that, but has green eyes. She has bright green eyes. Yeah.
Okay, I found a clip. This isn't the one that I showed, but I found one. Okay, let me share the screen. This isn't as good as the one I had before. Okay. Okay, let me bring whoever this is up first. T. Danielle?
Yes, it's me.
Hey, okay, let me show this first.
Okay.
Let me show this first. I'm going to take this message down. Okay. This is not as good as the first one I had, but it's good stuff. Okay, here we go. You see that?
Yes.
Sounds and the rub. It's like Harry is playing in his head. I'm sorry to put that song in yours.
I don't know what Buck Cherry is. So I had another one. It was a lot clearer, but that's what I was talking about.
Wow.
Well, okay, the movie is absolutely excellent. I wasn't interested in watching it, and here's a fun fact. When a movie first came out, usually when a movie comes out about a week and a half, 2 weeks, it'll pop up on the Fire Stick. Do you know the movie would not work until after the election?
Oh,
It would not
it's been out
work.
that long.
It's
So
been
I
out
don't
that
have a
long.
Fire Stick. So
Every time I tried to watch it during the election period, it wouldn't work. As soon my husband and I, he was like, "Babe, let's try to watch it again." Once the election was settled, it popped right up, no problem.
So well, they like. I don't know if you heard me say that was from the ghostwriter's viewpoint of him.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but you know what? Everything that's in the movie, I believe it because it's stuff that he's spoken about. And then remember that attorney, I can't remember the name of his attorney who was allegedly gay and died from AIDS. I don't want to
Cohen. I didn't know he died from AIDS. Roy Cohen?
Yep, that's it. You gotta watch it. I don't want to give a lot of spoilers because it's just that good.
Okay, I want to watch it, but shoot, I may have to go to the movie theater to watch it. They don't take that long to bring them out now.
No, and then like I said, it's been out for a while. And I have a cousin who's in IT, so I have a Fire Stick that has everything.
Yeah, you got one of those broken. What they say? Jailbroken. Yeah, I don't have Fire Stick.
And to Miss Toby, yes, that's my cat. That's Kiki. You guys only see Rocco just because he's on there, but I have 3 dogs and a cat. I have 2 cane corsos, Rocco that you see in the picture, and Kiki.
What is Kiki?
Kiki is a tabby.
But you have 2. You have 3 dogs. What is the other dog?
I have 3 dogs. I have 2 cane corsos, a boy and a girl.
2. Okay.
Yes. And then Rocco, my Shih Tzu, and Kiki. Kiki is technically my daughter's cat, but you know how kids are. So you guys only see Rocco. Cane corsos are actually very, very gentle. It's just that they look big and scary. That's why I didn't put them on my avatar. But I'll send you pictures of them, Ronnie.
Yeah, send me pictures of them. They're beautiful dogs.
They are, and they're the most loyal, gentle. And I don't know who, I think it maybe was Very Carey. I was saying most people are afraid of cane corsos because they're so big and they look menacing. Rocco would harm you more than they would.
I'm telling you, Rascal, he is a mess. But the worst one is Saucy. Saucy, every time she see a dog, she nutting up, and I'm at my wit's end with her because every time she see a dog, she will get you in trouble if there was a stray dog out there because she is gonna bark like she is about to fight them.
Why don't you like orange cats? Now, orange cats are bad, but why you don't like them?
I just don't like. I don't like orange cats. I can't. I don't. Is your cat orange, or it's the same?
No, she's striped. She's like a brownish striping. But you can tell a tabby because a tabby has an M. Their fur pattern. It has M on their forehead.
Oh, I was just going to say on the forehead, on the top of their head. Yeah.
That's you can tell what a tabby is.
I'm not a cat person. I
don't like either until my daughter, her tech teacher, gave her a kitten.
Yeah, I'm not.
And she rules the house. Even those big old corsos, she rules.
Oh my God! Yes. Let me ask you something, T. Like, she rules the motherfucking house, and when people knock on my door, she jumps in the window, she hisses, and she growls at
Yep.
them.
Kiki does the same thing.
That's what she does. If someone knocks on my door, she'll run to the door, she'll hiss, and she'll growl at them. She thinks that she's the dog of the house. The
She
other
thinks
day,
she's a dog. Yeah.
she was fighting both of the dogs, and she's time enough for them.
And then the crazy thing about it is Kiki, of course, I always know who starts the ruckus. She'll start the ruckus, and then she will jump on top of something because they can't get to her because she can jump and they can't.
Oh,
And
child.
and I've had cats too, but she's the most affectionate cat I have ever had. She wants you to rub her all day long. She wants to sleep with you and everything. My other cat, girl, please. She ain't had time for me. She just roamed the house and that's it. But
Well,
her,
she
she'll
only
follow
wants
me
to
everywhere.
cuddle when I bathe her. Other than
What?
that, she's around
What about it?
terrorizing.
She
She only
does
wants
what?
to cuddle when I bathe her and then wrap her in a towel. Then she wants to cuddle. But other than that, she's around terrorizing everybody
No,
else.
you don't have a problem bathing her?
Okay, stop everybody with the narrative that cats don't like water. That's a myth. Think about your days as a kid watching Animal Planet.
Let me tell you,
Tigers.
this is not a
No, well, no, let me.
no.
No.
Go
Listen,
ahead, finish. Go
every
finish.
cat that I have ever had in my life, I have bathed them. And because it's super cold here, I'm bathing her. I take her to the groomer right along with the dogs.
Now,
When you watch Animal, well, let me finish. When you watch Animal Planet, aren't lions and tigers in water? It's the same thing. They just little.
no, well, I took on the belief because my sister-in-law had cats, and I guess she didn't bathe them often enough because, and she, some people are like cats clean themselves, and I'm like, no,
Not to me.
you got to
No,
groom
not when you
you got to
licking your
groom.
private parts and stuff.
Yeah,
No, you have to. I brush her. I bathe her. When people, what you see in cats when you try to bathe them and they're not used to, what you see is fear. If
hmm
somebody is putting you in a body of water that you've never been in, a human is going to be afraid, right?
right.
If you start bathing your cat when you first get, I've been bathing her since she was a kid, and every cat that I've ever had, I have bathed. You ain't gonna be in my house and not be clean.
Yeah, so I remember she was and and she wasn't using the spigot or anything. She was actually putting it in a tub of water, the bathtub. And
I
I was
put her
like,
in a tub of water, and then
okay,
she likes being in the water, and she plays in the water. She just don't. When it's time to wash her face, she does not like her face to be washed. But everything else, she's fine. I put her in the tub and let her sit and play with some toys for a few minutes.
look at Peter Pan
I
Killer
comb her
said,
nails.
Peter Pan Killer is looking at me. My cat is looking at me like I wish you would. Now let me finish telling my story.
Okay.
She put the cat in the tub and stuff, and I just assumed because I'm not a cat person. And then the next thing I know, she's screaming, Ronnie, come help me, come help me. I go in the bathroom. The cat is on top of her back with his claws in her shoulders. And then I'm like, she was like, can you get him? Can you get him? And I'm all like timid. And then she said, don't pick him straight up. And I picked him straight up. And I saw his claws, they were looped under her skin, and her skin came up where his paws were. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, how am I supposed to get him off? Because I just couldn't pick him up and pick him off of her because her skin was raising up in the air at the same time. It was a mess. And I didn't want him to. Yeah.
That his first bath?
I don't think it was
Has
she
she
had the
waited?
cat for years.
But
But
how
she didn't.
has
Go
she
ahead.
gotten him used to having a bath? Or was
Obviously
he
not.
a fairly
Obviously
new?
not.
That has never been my experience.
Girl, that's why I just thought that because I was going to tell you, I was trying to give you a helpful hint. They have I was going through Temu. I was looking at some stuff on Temu because I get these alerts that something that's 97 cents. I use Temu for garden shit or little fairy lights and shit. And they have a mesh bag that you can put your cat in if your cat don't like to, so your cat won't scratch you all up and shit, and to bathe them in. That's what I just thought that would be helpful to every cat owner.
Can I answer a question? Because Creole says that her cat keep getting in the lid. You could find something that you could spray your trash can with, and once they get the scent, I think it's like
get some. Is that what 91% alcohol? Spray that on it. He'll never touch it again.
And never touch. Well, I used to do red pepper, but I ain't. Never mind. Yeah, or alcohol. Yeah, spray that down, and they won't get to the trash can because that's what I had to do. I had to spray the trash can down so my cat wouldn't get to the trash can.
They don't like the way it smells and it burns. It's not gonna burn to harm them, but it'll burn enough for them to realize I don't like this.
There you go, Creole butterfly. But shit, I can barely get to the door when somebody ring the doorbell with Rascal. He wanna be the first one, like he owned the house. Like, yes, how can I help you? And I'll be like, get away. And sometimes it just be so bad. And then if Saucy start barking, and then he gets extra excited. I see that's what I don't like. When I never had a problem walking him, getting excited when other dogs. He usually like wagging his tail, but now Saucy, she want to fight everybody, every dog that comes along.
So Saucy is a bad influence.
Yes, he's a bad influence. And I just be like, oh my god, they kill me. Yeah, so they gonna have to get some training. I was watching Caesar Milan the other day with these out of control dogs and stuff, and I had already knew this trick from watching him when I had a Shih Tzu named Thor, and they said that you got to bring them. Get them out of their head, so you just take your foot and tap them on their hind parts, not kick them, just tap them, and that gets them out of that zone that they in. And shoot, I was walking Thor. Thor was bad too. Thor would fucking bite and shit. He had teeth like razors. I was kind of scared of Thor, and he was smaller than Rascal, real small. He was short and compact, but that little mean motherfucker.
Oh my god,
he was. That's the only dog that I was timid around. I had to make sure that he was in the mood. So I tapped him on his hip. That little motherfucker turned around and bit me on my ankle. I was like, this little motherfucker.
But you know what? With my Corsos, when we first got them, because they were so cute and because of Corso's personality, you have to always be dominant over them because they're so big. So when we first got them, I made the mistake of babying them. I used to literally carry them around in receiving blankets. So of course, once they got bigger, they were just used to me babying them, right? My girl is about 140 pounds. My boy may be like 160.
Oh, Lord.
So imagine me, little bitty me, trying to control these dogs. So we had to put them in professional training because of them following my orders. My husband's, I don't know if you guys have ever heard him in the background. I speak on the beef sector. He don't know what this is. But anyway, his voice is Barry-esque, Barry White-esque, so it's very deep and very strong. So they respond immediately to him. I used to have to scream and yell. At home, that's fine. But when I have them out and I need them to pay attention to me, especially when my daughter is with me, they had to be trained to follow my orders because they can be dangerous. And they're severely protective of my daughter. They might bite you if they sense danger with me, but if you try with Layla, you are sure gonna lose your life. because cane corsos, as gentle as they are super duper protective when it comes to kids. And my daughter literally grew up with them, and you can see they don't play any games where she is concerned. None.
And it's weird how dogs know how to be. Some dogs know how to be gentle around kids, because I remember my husband's and his my sister-in-law, she came over, came out to visit us, and this is when I had Thor, the one that I was like kind of angsty about, and she bought her 2-year-old grandson, and he wanted to play with the dogs, and some dogs don't like to play with kids because they're too rough, but this was my first time having him around a kid. But Thor was a puppy dog in that kid's hand, and he would play with him, and I would be like, oh, like nervous and shit. But he played good with that little kid.
Oh yeah, they're smart. They know how.
Did she just go out?
Oh, that's smart enough to know not to bite down because her head in their mouth.
Oh, okay, I hear.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
I hear you now. You said they know not to do what now? Repeat that.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
We hear you, but repeat what you just said.
Hello?
We hear you. She don't hear us. Do you hear us? Something happened. She doesn't hear us.
She don't hear us. Somebody in the chat tell her to drop there and come back. Oh goodness gracious! I'm so tired, Ronnie. Like I did something already today.
She came back. Yeah, we could hear you, but you couldn't hear us. Rocco?
No, I think she came back up, but then you took her.
No.
You took down the wrong person first. You took down the wrong one. So take her down so she could come back up. Yeah.
She fell off. She fell off.
It might have been wherever she's at. Yeah. Now where'd she go at? Dad, now she fell off. Come back, Ronnie Q.
Oops, I fell off.
Okay. I said, where'd she go at? I said, now she fell off.
Yeah, so shit. I have been thinking about doing a dog vlog, but Saucy, she hates the camera. Every time I hold the I have yet to get a good picture of her. Every time I hold the phone up to her, and I think that's something I'm gonna have to get her used to. Okay, she's back. You back?
Hello?
You back?
Okay. Can everybody hear me now?
Yeah,
I'm back.
We could hear you all the
happened.
time, but we could hear you all the time, but you couldn't hear us.
Oh, who knows? I'm in my office building now, so who knows what may be happening. I'm on the 49th floor, so.
Oh, okay. So, what was the last thing you?
But yeah, I was saying that as big as they are, Kiki puts her head in their mouths and everything, and they're smart enough to know not to clump down on her head.
Oh my God, I'd be scared to put my head in any dog's mouth, because I'm
telling you, Kiki is like, she thinks she's a tiger, a real life tiger. She does all kind of stuff.
Now, I had a friend who had a cane corso, and I remember seeing the dog when it was a puppy, but it had big, huge paws. It they look like they were dumb
Yes.
adult dogs' paws on this dog. And I was like looking at the paws, like, and I didn't know what a cane corso was. And he was like, he's gonna get real big, real big. And he said that's why his paws were so big. They look like Dumbo paws on the little puppy, and the puppy wasn't really so little.
But then when they grow into those big old paws and big old heads.
And then I went over to his house maybe 9 months later, and I was like, "Where you get that big old dog from?" And he was like, "That's the dog you saw. That was the puppy." And I was like, "No, I didn't see this dog." And he was like, "Yes, you did," because he had bought the dog up to the job, because he bought it while he was at work, and he bought it to the job. That's how I saw it when it was a puppy. And I was like, I was like, I don't remember seeing this dog at all. And then, like, the next day, I was like, wait a minute, I know that wasn't that puppy. And the next time I saw him, was that puppy? He was like, yeah, girl,
They grow
it's
fast.
amazing. Yeah.
Well, my job expects me to work, so I'm gonna have to go to work.
Thank you for coming up and chit chatting with us. I appreciate it.
Thank you. It was my pleasure. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Have a good one. Now, Miss Toby dropped off. It's always potty time. I think it is. Yeah, it may five. Yeah, it's probably potty time for Tiana and Charm. So we get lost in these pet stories. Mia C. Wow, even napkins. He's addicted to paper towel. A whole addiction. Girl, it ain't nothing. I saw y'all talking about them taking the tissue off the rolls. Yes, girl. I had that with one of my dogs. Used to love to string the tissue off the rolls. So let me see. Oh, I got something for you guys to be cautious of. Did you guys hear about the sheriffs in Broward County who had been making their own crack cocaine to give to informants to sell to people, to then turn around and bust the people with the crack cocaine that they gave their informants? Did you guys hear about that? So even the Attorney General of Florida said that was against their rights and all of this type of stuff. So they had to. My God, these and to think your incoming president wants to give them immunity, and like they can do anything and you can't sue them. So they had to release a lot of people from jail, but what they didn't do, they didn't clean it off their record. So I want to present you this story. And so they still have the conviction on their records, or the arrest on their records. So now they have I don't know. I think he's a black attorney general or something. I'll let you hear the story right here. Okay. Here we go.
County Sheriff's Office used to cook their own crack cocaine. This is a really ironic story. So the Broward County Sheriff's Office used to cook their own crack cocaine involved in stings. Okay, yeah, they used to actually cook their own crack cocaine. Put up the picture full mass. We have kind of a feel-good ending to this story. According to CBS News 12 in Florida, for 3 years, the Broward County Sheriff's Office produced its own crack cocaine so it could sell it to people that deputies would then arrest for buying crack cocaine. Wait a minute. Wait. This is textbook entrapment. Now, what is entrapment? Entrapment is basically, hey, even though the person may have technically done something, the government created a scenario, and if it had not been for the government creating the scenario, I mean, top to bottom, the crime would have never occurred. This is entrapment. All right. So they cooked the damn crack cocaine, made it themselves. It was a practice the Florida State Supreme Court repeatedly described as outrageous in its 1993 ruling that such reverse stings violated an individual's right to due process. More than 30 years later, though, a routine audit of documents found hundreds of those arrests and convictions are still on the books and part of people's criminal records, and it should not be. So on Friday, the state attorney for Broward County, Harold Pryor, announced his office planned to do something about that, declaring, quote, "It is never too late to do the right thing. These records may be a dim memory or an unfortunate part of history to many, but they have had a long-lasting and severe impact on the lives of the people who were arrested, as well as their families and the wider community," Pryor added. The state attorney's office explained that despite the Supreme Court's decision, many of these cases were never vacated. That means they could still weigh on the lives of those prosecuted under the unconstitutional program, affecting their ability to get a job, find a home, or appearing in criminal history checks. Anyone who thinks they may be affected by the effort is asked to reach out to the state attorney's office. According to numbers cited in the statement, some estimates have placed the number of cases involved may be as high as 2,600 cases. The Broward County Sheriff, Gregory Toney, was made aware of the plan to vacate or remove the judgments and sentences of those who were arrested and convicted as part of those reverse sting operations, and he does support the plan, according to his office. Quote, "These matters were well before our tenures. However, I am of the opinion that the state has an ethical duty and obligation to correct this injustice before destruction of old records is initiated," Pryor wrote in a letter to Toney on Thursday explaining his office's intention. Many of the records discovered during the audit were still on hand, even though they were past the statutory requirement to be retained. Some of them were slated for possible destruction. So they were able to catch this. At some point when the Supreme Court of Florida ruled that, okay, yeah, this whole sting operation, you all are cooking the crack cocaine, selling the crack cocaine, and then busting the people who buy your crack cocaine. That's not constitutional. They should have had the insight to overturn the convictions and arrests that took place during that time. Well, it looks as if the programmatic part of that second dynamic never happened. Maybe it was a volunteer effort by local jurisdictions or by the local jurisdiction. We don't know. We just know.
Now, that should have been automatic. Once they found that this was happening and it was unconstitutional, they just let that shit remain on people's records. And they know how hard it is to get anything without a background check nowadays. Can you imagine these people applying for housing, jobs, and this shit is on their record? That's unconstitutional. So I was shocked to hear that. Good morning, Miss Queenie. Glad to see you. Yes, lazy cops. So, I was just, I don't know why I was surprised, but the friend says, shit, they about to flood the courthouse, as they should. Except president of these yet to be United States, and we have to put Biden in there too. Yeah, friend, I just showed a picture of Junior rubbing his gums, sticking his finger in his hands in his pocket, and then going up and rubbing his gums. So, there's that. Now, this is something else that also surprised me. So, did you guys, how these Christian nationalists say that they just want the nation to be run in a Christian manner and all of this type of stuff, and they all about the Bible and this, that, and the other? You can still be a felon and be president. Damn shame. So there's this story out about these churches, this white nationalist church who bought up a whole lot of land in Tennessee. And let's listen at what they are expounding should be the Christian way. So let's be clear. It's not about the actual Christian nationalists that they are really concerned about. It's about the white nationalists. So but they use the guise of Christianity to cover their overt missions. So let's check this out. Oh no, this isn't the one. Wrong one. Hold on, that was the wrong one. Yeah, so they about to do a whole lot of. Is this? Oh yeah, that is the right one. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm using this under fair use for news reporting. I'm going to drop the link so you guys can see the entire thing. But I was surprised about this as well.
Hi, this is Racist of the Week. This is where we.
What's going on, guys?
Built this little.
Let me get past the commercial.
A more perfect union. And also.
Hold on, I got it too fast. Here we go.
Laugh. As usual, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Racism. And of course, if you have any nominees, you can drop them in the comments. You can email me at reese@reesewaters.com. Today's nominees, Andrew Isker and CJ Engel. And I might just have to throw in the whole white nationalist movement. Let's go to Tennessee.
Tonight, News Channel 5 investigates special report reveals the Christian nationalists who want to turn a small Middle Tennessee community into their base of operations, hoping to attract others from around the country. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Hunter Hoagland. They are a group who says they want to go back to an America before the civil rights movement. Their desire is to deport illegal immigrants, even if they became U.S. citizens decades ago.
And they want to put women back to where they think they belong. Our chief investigative reporter, Phil Williams, has been investigating this effort for 3 months. And Phil, you found that longtime residents didn't even know this was happening.
Well, this I find particularly interesting because
the views of some of these people are not so different from the white supremacists we've seen marching down Nashville streets in the past year.
And Phil went in on them. Shout out to Phil Williams out in Tennessee. That was beautiful to see.
These are really pathetic human beings, and they just don't seem to recognize it. Frankly, I think that's how most of Nashville and Middle Tennessee views them as well.
Yeah, just so angry at the world.
And sad. Although they dress up their ideas with intellectual buzzwords and call it Christian. And they hope that about 90 minutes northeast of Nashville, tiny Jackson County will welcome their controversial ideas of what it means to be an American. For the Christian nationalists setting their sights on Jackson County, Tennessee, picturesque scenes like this represent what they call Heritage America. It's a notion reflected in the Norman Rockwell images they post on social media of hardworking white people, especially white men.
We're building a town. We're building a community there.
Now, these two men, these are alleged pastors of this movement. The guy on the right with the bookshelves, he's from Northern California. He's ready to move to Tennessee to expound their beliefs and expand their reach. Let's continue.
Leading the way are podcasters Andrew Isker, a right-wing pastor from Minnesota, and CJ Engel, who recently moved to the area from Northern California.
Like all of our heroes were way more racist than we're allowed to be today.
He said all of their heroes were way more racist than they are allowed to be today. Did you hear what he said? All of their heroes were way more racist than they themselves are allowed to be today. Okay, let's continue.
Not we're way more racist than we are, but more racist than we're allowed to be. That is a beautiful distinction there. And not to be ignored, the people you call your heroes. God, just so we're clear, just so everybody is clear.
Together.
So I suggest you guys subscribe to Reese Waters. He does great commentary he does a lot of different stories. I'm not going to play this whole video. I just want you to.
The pair hosts what they bill as the #1 Christian nationalist podcast in the world.
God made men to rule. Period. That's the world God made. You don't like it? Take it up with him.
And here in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains, Isker and Engel hope to make a new home in a place where most everybody looks like them and thinks like them.
So the question is there room for like-minded Christians and patriots in Tennessee? Yes, there's an imperative for like-minded Christians to gather and fight with us. Like, we need Christian nationalism in one state. Like, that's what we need.
After first announcing a project here along the Cumberland River in southern Kentucky near the small town of Burkesville, the developers behind the plan recently announced their move into Jackson County. Here along the line with Macon County, one of the developers has bought up 500 acres in these rolling Tennessee hills. It's not clear exactly what he intends to do with all this land. But just a few minutes down that same road, just across from the Jackson County High School, a separate business entity has purchased another 100 acres that they are apparently planning to develop. And they've announced that Gainsboro, the Jackson County seat, will be the focus of their efforts to resettle like-minded people from around the country.
From what I can tell, they're Christian nationalists, and I wouldn't hesitate to say white Christian nationalists.
And that is an important distinction, because this whole idea of Christian nationalism, because you first you gave me before the civil rights movement, and then you gave me putting women back in their place.
Gabrielle Hanson's unsuccessful campaign for mayor. Pastor Kevin Riggs has been sounding the alarm about the rise of Christian nationalism in Middle Tennessee for years, including Gabrielle Hanson's unsuccessful campaign for mayor last year in affluent Franklin, Tennessee.
You said it borders on Christian Sharia law.
A Christianized type of Sharia law where everybody, it doesn't matter if you're a Christian, it doesn't matter if you're an atheist, it doesn't matter if you're a Buddhist, it doesn't matter what, you're going to be forced to live by this narrow interpretation of Christian principles.
Now, I would like to go ahead and point to the fact that her run for mayor was unsuccessful. Was unsuccessful. That's the first hint of leopards in the vicinity. Okay. Yet somehow this is still where you choose to resettle.
Having Christian nations on American soil. Yep, that's ours too. We'll take it. Right. That, like, restoring American identity, right? American, like, heritage, American identity. That's good.
As Isker and Engel see it, the only people who have a legitimate right to a homeland here in the U.S. are those so-called heritage Americans, like the ones depicted in those Norman Rockwell images from the past.
I would imagine in most of those Norman Rockwell pictures, there aren't any depictions of people who look like me.
Now, it's at this point, I would like to bring in all of my black conservatives. Yeah, all of is speeding up.
We showed Nashville pastor Chris Williamson some of Isker and Engel's own words, in which Engel says his concept of heritage America affirms the domination and preeminence of European-derived peoples. There is.
Okay, so you notice that cut the parking. You notice that they do have at the top of the paragraph. They do have a place for Black Americans. It includes the Blacks of the Old South, like Booker T. Washington, before civil rights. That's where it includes the Black people. And it says, though it repudiates any instincts that some of them have to leverage their experience for the purpose of political guilt in our time. So you have a place, as long as your place is like when Booker T. Washington was living in America, and you cannot leverage your experience for the purpose of trying to make politicians feel guilty about all of the Jim Crow. You can't act like anything that happened to you from the time of Booker T. Washington till today. You cannot leverage your experience for the purpose of political guilt in our time. Okay. Are you guys clear on that? You can't act like you went through anything in America. You just have to be the happy Negro of Booker T. Washington days, who had to, yes, master, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, mister, yes, what they call them? Yes, boss, yeah, boss, hey, yeah, boss. Okay.
Institutions and their way of life.
There it is. Right in black and white, like literally in black and white. So I, for one, am grateful.
Wait a minute.
Of European-derived peoples, their institutions.
And making excuses. So I'm just trying to figure out where y'all are at with your shuffling because this music is speeding up.
We showed Nashville pastor Chris Williamson some of Isker and Ingalls' own words, in which Ingalls says his concept of Heritage America affirms the domination and preeminence of European-derived peoples, their institutions, and their way of life.
There it is. Right.
So that's all that it includes. I want you guys to hear what they say about women. I think it's at the end, and because I don't want to play this whole thing. Here, I'm gonna let you hear this last bit about women.
This one organ can make a woman's belly big and stay.
That's not the thing about women. That's a commercial. Hold on.
This endeavor isn't just about moving to a place where the people look and think like them. They also imagine creating a political force that has an impact on communities like Gainsborough, eventually extending their reach statewide.
If you have towns like ours that we're going to be building, right, where there are a lot of people that are very politically motivated and very well organized, right, you can have as much influence as one of the big cities in Tennessee.
Hello and welcome to Contra Modem. It is election night. It's the big night. Welcome, everyone.
And on election night, the pair hosted a nearly 9-hour podcast from Gainsborough.
Oh, there he is.
No, he's on.
He's on. He's live.
There I am. Hey.
Hello.
Bringing in some of the biggest names from the Christian nationalist community.
This is Charles's moment. Charles, welcome to the 2024 election.
With one suggesting that Donald Trump's strong showing
I mean, if he does that, then, Red Caesar, mandate from heaven, rock and roll, let's go.
Might clear the way for the authoritarian Red Caesar they hope will rise.
I don't want to be a gloom and doom type person. My hope is still in Christ. But what I see on a practical level scares me if this kind of thing just keeps growing and takes root in our country.
As for what these Christian nationalists hope to plant here amid the beauty of rural Middle Tennessee, these pastors say what they see is not American, nor is it Christian.
So when I hear people talk about Jesus and their Jesus does not invite people to the table of grace, when their Jesus excludes people, they're not preaching the gospel of Jesus. That's something else. I don't recognize that. And I don't want that kind of Jesus leading our nation.
One more time.
When I hear people talk about Jesus and their Jesus does not invite people to the table of grace, when their Jesus excludes people, they're not preaching the gospel of Jesus. That's something else. I don't recognize that. And I don't want that kind of Jesus leading our nation.
And that's not all. Among their other controversial views, they say they, quote, hate democracy. They're rooting for a Protestant dictator. And they think God made men to rule over women, that men are supposed to teach their women what to think, that it was a mistake to let women vote. And among the worst influences on America today, in their words, are college-educated white women.
Yeah, women. Yeah, women, especially white women.
Okay, so if you guys remember, I had that young couple. I showed you clip from that young couple, and that young girl said that they were Trumpers, and that she was okay without having the right to vote, and her young husband said that the only reason why you should be having intercourse with your wife is to impregnate her. So it would be, you shouldn't use intercourse as pleasure. He said that if his wife was on birth control, that was akin to having gay relationships, because you're not using your seed to do what it's meant to do, and your seed is only meant to impregnate your wife. So this is a thing that's an idea that they're trying to have to sweep the United States. Let's be clear. They have a lot of people who are believing in this and feel comfortable coming out and marking their territory right about now. So, well, that's how our new VP talks, right? Exactly. Correction. They're creating their own jihad. Exactly. 2025 is going to be interesting. Exactly. But secretly are people supporting just like they did Trump. There are people supporting. Yeah, so I just wanted to make you guys aware of what's going on in this nation right about now. I do think that it's time to understand. They have like totally come out of the shadows. They have, and they're bold with it, and they put Christian on it to make it seems like something pure and aspiring, and it's nothing but trying to take away all of our liberties that we fought for, and repel us into a time when we had absolutely no power. So and there is a lot that I passed through because I did not want to play his whole video. Once again, here is the link. I think you guys would enjoy his commentary, because I just played a little of him to give you a taste of what he gives with this information. He gives a lot of information out, and he has a comical spin and retort when he's giving it. I think you guys would enjoy his channel. So I hope you guys grab that link and check Reese Waters out. So, and using Christianity to excuse their evil intentions. Well, they've always used Christianity to excuse their evil intentions all throughout slavery. My avatar says it all. Handmaid's Tales, Blessed Be the Fruit. I didn't expect one of my favorite novels to become a reality. I've never read that. I'm going to have to read that because I hear a lot of reference to the Handmaid's Tale. Hey, Truth and Reason, everyone who came in, viewers of you all throughout history. Exactly. I've been watching him. For about a month now. I'm glad you watch him. I love his commentary. I think that it's time. I just think that we need to understand some things. I think that a lot of people are living in a bubble, are living in a fake space right now. And I think that it is time for people to really understand what's going on in the world around them. You better get with it, or you're going to get left behind. So I thank you guys for joining me. I hope you have liked the video. I hope that you guys share this video out, because I like entertainment. I like to have fun too. But I'm just saying, let's keep abreast on what's going on in the real world. It's good to understand what's going on YouTube, but let's keep abreast with what's going on in the real world. And if you want to support the channel, I do try to. I don't try to bore you guys, but I do try to give you guys some information. If you would like to support the channel, you can cash out $, Ronnie Q. And if you would like to become a member, I will send you my handmade keychain. You do not have to give me your real name, your screen name. You can just put an initial, a last name, and what address you want it to be shipped to. That is my gift from you for supporting the channel. If you become a member, just go to the community page on the membership live. You will be able to contact me and tell me a first initial, a last name, and where you would like your keychain to be shipped. This is not a ruse to get your information. This is a thank you for becoming my member. So let's be clear about that. But it is dark at Dana Smith. So don't forget, on the 14th, Leo is having her charcuterie competition. First place $500, second place $300, third place $200. It is on the 14th of this month at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget, the following day, I will be having my third annual Secret Santa, where content creators give back to the subscribers by coming on the link, exchanging names, and then exchanging gifts to the people whose name they pulled. They will exchange between $25 and $50 to the names that they pull. 25, they will donate 25, they will give $25 to $50 to the person's name they pull. These are all content creators who are pulling names, but they will not keep that prize. They will then turn around and gift that prize to a subscriber in the chat. You guys will put your cash apps up so the content creators can then gift their gift to you. It's not about the content creators get nothing other than the little fun of exchanging gifts, but they have to give that gift to the supporters because this is about the content creators giving back to you. So I hope you guys show up and for, to be gifted like the same way you guys gift us all year long by a click and a view, a like, membership, cash app. This is my way to have us to give back to you who so freely give to us all year long. So I hope to see you guys here, and I hope to see some content creators here to exchange names and give their gift back to the subscribers. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you for the replay crew. I appreciate you all. Let me see. Yes, Dana Smith, that show is everything. They picked excellent actors for it. It's very sad though. What show? I saw the movie that came out in the 90s. It's okay. You mean The Handmaid's Tale? I think you guys are still talking about The Handmaid's Tale. Okay, now Queenie's saying the one that came out in the 90s is okay. Is that the one you're talking about, A View is a View? Because if I can watch it on a movie, I'll watch that. Which one are you talking about, A View is a View? I'll read the book. The books are always better than the movies. I remember when I first, I had been hearing so much about The Color Purple, and I was like, let me check this book out. And I devoured that book. That book was so freaking good. But I tell you, of all the books turned into movies, I was not disappointed in the movie, but it just seems like books by far are way better than the movies. So the book came out and then there's a show. So you're saying it's a show, but Queenie is talking about a movie that came. Okay. The TV series on Hulu. Okay, that's what I was trying to get. Okay, books are better, Ronnie Q. I agree. So I'm going to try to look for the TV series on Hulu. It seems like that's what I need to get. So, also, don't forget tonight, we are going over to Jill's Comfort Zones for her craft night, craft and conversations tonight at 7 over at Jill's Comfort Zones. So what we are doing tonight at Jill's Comfort Zone, we are making a candy cane covered vase. This is what you need up in the upper left corner. You need a vase, a glue gun, and some candy cane sticks. That is what you'll need. And it's not a contest. We're crafting together and conversing together. So those are the things that you'll need. If you don't have a glue gun, and you don't have a vase, you can use rubber bands. You can use a mason jar, and you can use rubber bands to hold up your candy canes and some ribbon to tie around the rubber bands to, and another thing that you can use if you don't have a vase, you can use a empty can and hot glue gun or the rubber bands and some candy canes. There are many things. We want you to come over there and be creative with us and create. And then say if that was held up with rubber bands, you put a ribbon around the rubber bands, voila, candy cane vase. Also, if you want to make it a little more interesting, you can get some floral foam, and you can put it in the middle of your vase or can or mason jar, and you can put some faux flowers in it to bring it up a notch. Or you can leave it empty and just put some candy canes or some peppermints in there, or whatever type of Christmas candy in there. Or you can use some different type of greenery and stick it in there. Or you can use the different color candy canes, whatever you want. We're creating tonight. Meet us over at Jill's Comfort Zone. If one of my mods can drop her link in the chat, and we are being creative, men and women. And I hope to see you guys there. It is tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. The movie came out a long time ago. I haven't seen it since the 90s. It's very hard to find. You better off watching the TV series. Are they a whole series? Oh, okay. I thought it was like you know how they have the streaming shows. There's maybe 1 or 2 seasons. Okay. Yes, and you do not, if you want to participate, you don't have to be on camera. You can set the camera up just to show your work area, and we can see your hands, and we can, help you along. We're just trying to help each other create a nice little thing for ourselves for Christmas. And Demetra is also hosting with Jill's Comfort Zone. Just set the camera up where it shows your workstation, and let's come together and craft together. I'm going to join. All I need to get is some candy canes. Got everything else already. Thank you, Auntie Donna. It's going to be fun. That's cute. Yes, it's cute. So she's going to have, there's going to be another one announced that it's going to be hosted on Demetra's channel. And then she tried to wrangle me into being the third one. So we're just having fun as creative minds and people and having conversation. And we're just going to try to have fun and bring in this Christmas season with some joy and some beauty and some creativity. So I hope you guys join us over on Jill's Comfort Zone's channel tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys. I appreciate you guys being here. Please hit the like button on your way out. And that's all I have for you. It's been a very live chat. I want to thank T. Danielle and Miss Toby for coming up and having conversations with me. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I may or may not see you in the YouTube streets. I hope I will. All right, that's all I have. Bye-bye.
It's time for Ronnie. In the morning while I'm driving, Ronnie, I really come alive when it's time for Ronnie Q. I listen to my Ronnie, Ronnie. I listen to my Ronnie. It's time for Ronnie Q. Take a seat and go meet Ronnie. Sweet, 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 sweet Ronnie. No day complete without my Ronnie. She can't be beat. Sweet, sweet Ronnie.